Gentlemen, on this video we're going to talk about why do we fall so easily to the narcissist trap of playing the victim. The reason why we fall so easily into the trap of the narcissist playing the victim, you ready? Is because we already victims or been victims. Yes, it's easy for us to relate to them and believe them because once they play the victim, because we don't play the victim, but when they play the victim and they start talking about how awful people are, we believe them because we go through now or been through the horribleness that they talk about that they going through or been through. So we relate to them. So that's why it's so easy for us to relate to them and believe them and fall for it and fall into the trap of it because we understand them better than anybody else because we're most likely victims of it ourselves, empaths, good people, either codependent. We was trained that from young, from parents or whatever environment of, you know what I'm saying, we had from before. So we already understand it and we know what it's about. The only thing is that we're falling into a dangerous trap and we don't even know it. It's just that the narcissist is lying. The narcissist is not the victim. The narcissist is the evildoer and playing the victim to get us reeled in. The narcissist knows that the narcissists are careful of who they pick. They pick people that they know once they do what they do, they don't have to worry about them people doing them wrong. You know, like taking revenge on them, stabbing them, killing them, murdering them, like whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They pick people who, you know what I'm saying, won't do nothing back to them. So they already know who they picking and they already know like who they picked them was already a victim before. They need people to already be victims, you know. And so once because they can smell that you was a victim before, they see it, they read it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they know they've been doing this for a while. They understand it. They know. So once they see you a victim, they already know like you'll relate to it and you'll understand it. And that's why we fall victim to them because we was a victim and then we feel other people. We care for other people and we kind of like are nurturing in a way. And that's what a narcissist want. They want somebody who's gonna play mommy with them, you know, daddy with them, nurture them, take care of them, and you know, always pick up their mess and clean behind them, and always feel sorry for them, and always chase behind them, and all these things that they want. They know that them are your characteristics and that those are in you. So once they spot you out, they already know. It's easy for them to play victim because you was a victim yourself and you've been through the same things. Because for instance, this last narcissist that I almost dealt with about 6 months ago, she was playing the victim very well, and I was kind of feeling sorry for her because I've been through horrible relationships myself, so I believed her about, you know what I'm saying, the stuff she was saying about excuse me, the things she was saying about her ex-boyfriend, her old supply. I was believing it because I understand first of all how people could be out here. You understand that how people could be done wrong out here, especially you being a victim of being done wrong in relationships or just in general period with people. So you relate to it and then you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you was a victim. And it's like, you don't really say me too. Like me, I didn't say me too to her, but I kind of felt like what she was going through and understood it because I've been through it too my whole life. You know, so I was like, okay. And then I'm saying in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not like that, so I'm good. Like, I'll be a good. Then you start thinking you'll be a good match for this person because you like, oh, I'm not like that. I'm the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And they know you are. That's why they picked you as a victim. They already know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they want. But you don't even know, like, you being set up from the gate and You know what I'm saying? You was sought out to be put in this trap. You don't know that at first. And the narcissists know you're gonna believe them because they know you was a victim at first. So they know you're gonna believe them. They smell it on you like, oh, you've been a victim of abuse before. So once they come and tell you about their past relationship, their ex-relationship, and how they was abused, and then they'll tell you something about, oh, this relationship before that, and then the relationship before that, I was so abused. They know you're gonna believe them because they know like you was a victim. They always pick people who was already, they know, victims before of abuse, any kind of abuse in any type of way, so they could play victim. And you know what I'm saying? You could be nurturing and understanding to them. So ladies and gentlemen, that is why we so easily fall for the trick and into the trap of the narcissist playing victim, because we know as victims out there, we one of the victims, and it also puts our defense down of really looking out of the radar of, you know what I'm saying, like we automatically also sometimes assume too, like, oh, you a victim, so we think they're a good person automatically because they play victim. And that's to rock us to sleep and also blindside us too. You know what I'm saying? So they have us, once they start playing this victim, oh, how sad their life was and how they was treated and their relationships were so bad, we start, you know what I'm saying, want to be there for them and start like, okay, this person, we think we ain't got to watch out for them. We you know what I'm saying? They don't put a wall over our eyes. Like we thinking, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about them. They the victim. We need to protect them and nurture them and take care of them, you know? And that's why we easily fall for, we was victims before. So we understand and we relate. So that's how we also, one of the reasons we fall into the trap of the narcissist playing victims, because we was once a victim ourselves. So we believe them because we know it's narcissists, it's bad people out there. You know what I'm saying? So we know it's bad relationships. We know it's bad people out there who, you know what I'm saying, do horrible things to people in a relationship, because we've been through it ourselves. So we relate to it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feel. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And stay narcissistic free, and everybody have a wonderful day.